I think we are live. Are you guys able to hear me? Can anybody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? I did my best to know everything. Manage. All right, is anyone here? I can see three people are watching me. So, hi guys. Am I audible to you all? Hi. Can you guys hear me properly? Am I audible? This is always I'm still need to make like become the expert of live. Audible, yes. All right. So, hi everybody. I have five people live with me. And yes, I'm super excited to do this live video. It's a Friday, and I always put one video every Friday. And this Friday, we're gonna talk about us completing 4,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. Hi, Arvi on YouTube. So we are more than 4,000 subscribers, and that would have not possible without your help and support. So thank you so much for joining me on my live. And yes, I'm excited. Six people are here. We are growing. We are growing. And if you have any questions, you want to know anything about me or anything about life in Denmark, please ask in the comment section. And I thought, what should I talk today about? I'm gonna be sharing little bit about what is happening in Denmark with my life. So recent things I want to share. I have something to share about recent happiness things are that that are making me happy in Denmark. Then I have something like what are the recent struggles in life in Denmark, and then one news I have for you guys. All right, so Aisha, I know Aru is asking how are you, so how am I doing? I am doing really good because right now in Denmark, I live in Denmark, and it is like good weather. The summer is here, though it's like cloudy now, and I think it will rain today. This week has been crazy, and it's like yeah, happy, and I'm very happy to because the temperature is like more than 15 degree. You see where life has become like more than 15 makes you happy in Denmark. Okay, I have Arvind, and he's asking how to get an opportunity in Denmark. So I'm assuming it's about getting a job opportunity. So I will share a few things that I know towards the end of the live. So let's get started with what I have to share first, and then I will definitely answer your questions. We have around half an hour together. Yeah. So, as I said, the first thing that I want to share with my 4,000 plus subscribers now, it's amazing to just, grow on YouTube. So, I'm super excited. I'm going to celebrate this milestone. So the very first thing I want to share is what are the happy feelings recently in Denmark, which is just like the month of July and now August. The number one thing is getting 4K subscribers on YouTube once again. Thank you so much. And I think maybe 3 or 4 months ago, like we hit 3K. So I like how it is getting closer to hit the next for 1,000 subscribers. Maybe 5K would be in 1 month. That's the hope. So first happy news is that we got 4K subscribers. I got 4K subscribers, so I'm super happy for that. Second thing, as I said, because it's summertime, it's like I was in India for a month in June, so I came back in July, and now I have started to bike again. And when I say biking, it's cycling. That's what we call here in Denmark. So I'm biking again. I didn't do it for like maybe 6 months. Like the winter time, I didn't. Bike here. But after getting back, to like Copenhagen again from India, my trip. I was like, I have to bike, and the weather is so nice. Biking feels like, a different freedom. So I am enjoying biking again back to, like now in Copenhagen. And if you are new, and if you're even coming as a tourist, make sure that you are definitely trying to bike here. It will definitely give you a different sense of happiness. And in Copenhagen, in Denmark, throughout you will be able to find that we have separate lane for biking. So do enjoy biking. Remember to follow the rules. That is so important. Otherwise the Danes will get very angry on you. They do. All right, so I have my coffee with me, and I'm gonna share my third happy feeling here in Denmark. It's black coffee, no more chai for me. All right, so third thing that I'm really enjoying in Denmark for this month and also the month of July is doing comedy. In fact, this week, like today, also I have a show that I'm hosting. So, yes, I am just enjoying doing comedy. This week, I hosted already like three open mics, which is like comedy open mics, and just happy to, get on stage. The more you get on stage, the better you become as a comedian. So I'm just enjoying, and I'm also experiencing that there are a lot of tourists who are coming, even to open mics when they are visiting Copenhagen. So if you want to, attend comedy in Denmark, make sure that you follow me, and there will be definitely like many shows. I'm also visiting Aarhus, which is like the other side of Denmark, in September, doing my show. So super excited. So those were the three things: the happy feeling in Denmark, getting 4K subscribers on YouTube, doing comedy, and also enjoying biking. Now I have next thing that I want to share is my recent struggle in Denmark. Things that are not that good, and that makes me sometimes go like, okay, sad or don't know what to do. So I want to share that one. Yeah, thank you, everybody who's commenting on my video. So let's talk about the recent struggles of my life in Denmark. Yes, when you are in Denmark, when you're not in your home country, there are definitely things that will make you at times go sad or miss your home country. And the very first thing is that because I was in India in the month of June, I am missing Indian food here a lot because I was really high on, eating so much delicious food, homemade food, and, going out and also enjoying all the street food. Coming back to Copenhagen, there are not many. They're not, you can't enjoy the street food the way you enjoy back in India. So I really am missing those moments. But tomorrow, I'm gonna go all crazy. There is this Indian food festival happening. It's vegetarian and vegan, um, festival where it will be like people would represent their different states that they are from in India, and we're gonna get gathered tomorrow, and you can buy food homemade. And I can already see, on Facebook that people have like somebody is making dabeli, somebody is making pani puri, somebody is making, chole bhature. So I am like, I don't think so I'm gonna eat tonight. That's my aim, to eat all the food tomorrow. And I've already discussed about this in my last video. I can again put the link in the description, but do not miss it. I also have a video on my channel. The last time, like, I went to the festival, and I've actually covered it on my YouTube. So see that, see the happiness on people's face, and please come. It will be very nice experience. And if you're there and if you see me, say hi. Yeah. So tomorrow, Indian food festivals, I'm gonna just go crazy. I have already, set my budget quite high, and not eating anything tonight. So missing Indian food is my recent struggle because I was just in India and I enjoyed momos, pani puri, samosa, and I don't get it here, and I don't want to make at home. Yeah, that's too much of work. And okay, the second recent struggle is more like, I wanted to make an entire video about it, but I can just give you a glimpse of what is happening in my life. One of the recent struggles, like something like not a good, like it's a bad, not a bad news, but yeah, it is what it is. So now in Denmark I have become drum rolls, no drum rolls. In Denmark now I have become lactose intolerant. You heard me right, my friends. Denmark has now made me lactose intolerant, which means I cannot, or I'll have to find a way, but I am now like not good with milk. I can't have milk. It is making my stomach upset. And definitely, this was not the case, I think, when I was in India. It is something that I've developed over the years. And it has happened in Denmark, becoming lactose intolerant just now. Like I found out like just 2 3 weeks ago. And the funny part is that before going to India in the month of June, I was having like my stomach was very upset, especially in the morning. I needed to, go to the bathroom like 2 3 times. And then I was going to India and I thought, oh my God, I don't want to ruin my experience in India, just like kind of being not that like using the not being very active. And I couldn't do the test before going to India. And I was like, okay, I'll see. I can go to, have a check even in India if something is wrong with my stomach or I have developed something. But nothing happened in India. Like in India, I was drinking tea 2 times, 3 times. I was having a lot of milk products also, but nothing bad was happening to me. I didn't had to use the toilet, 2 3 times. But again, when I came back here, it started again, and I did my test. I told my doctor, and she agreed to do both lactose intolerant test and also the gluten one. And I've got the results. Gluten is good for me. I can have my Indian chapati, which anyway I don't make. But yes, I can have gluten, but cannot have lactose milk anymore. I have to find, solutions around this because I love my Indian masala tea. Though in Denmark and now everywhere you can have all types of milk, like you can get milk which are lactose free and everything. But I think when you talk about Indian milk, like in Indian chai, you need that milk. So I'm gonna find my way, but I think I'm little, I don't know how to respond to this fact that I have now become lactose intolerant and I will not be able to enjoy the way I used to enjoy cheesecake or a lot of delicious things. So, yeah, this is what happens after 6 years in Denmark. I have become lactose intolerant. And if you want to hear the funny side of it, you have to come to my comedy shows because I've started to include this fact that I am lactose intolerant. Oh my God, I have been talking to last 14 minutes. I see. Okay, somebody is from Japan saying hello. I want to ask you about Danish test. Was it difficult? Okay, so let's take the questions. I have two questions as I can see, and then I will tell you the last news, one of the recent news for about my life. Yeah. So the first question I'm gonna take is how was the Danish test? Was it difficult? For me, I would say you get used to it. So with Danish exam, what happens, because they will test you in every aspect, listening, writing, reading, and speaking. And when you're going for the Danish exam, it is like you can go for two tests. It's either PD2 or PD3. So Prove i dansk 2 or Prove i dansk 3. The third one is like the difficult one. It's like B2 level. And second one is like day-to-day conversations. I went for PD3, which was the most difficult test to do. It is like you have to know a lot about, how even the Danish society function. You have to be good at argumentation, and just think about it. Like, I don't know, like I never did argumentation even like back in India in Hindi or English, and you have to do that in now Danish. So for PD3, you need a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and then you need those things to be like, be able to speak in Danish. But having said that, because it's not like you're going to directly go for the final exam, like there are different modules, and you go through all the modules. Starts from module 1, where it's just getting to know you, daily conversations, and module 2 and module 3, where it starts to have a lot of, argumentation, getting to know about a lot of things about Denmark, because they really want you to also know a lot of things about Denmark, so that you can have the conversations, obviously. So for me, I by the end, when I was there for the exam, I actually was able to speak really well. Sorry, which by the way have now gone all the direction. So if you are dedicated, if you are really also interested little bit to learn the language, it becomes like also a fun journey to take on, I would say. You really need support, so definitely I always say that find somebody, a group or a person or maybe two with whom you can meet and talk. And always remember that yes, they will also test your writing, your reading, but speaking plays the most important role. So from the beginning itself, do not think about how am I speaking, how is my pronunciation. Find somebody. There are a lot of libraries where they also have free Danish, like get together cafes. So go to those and just get the hang of speaking and the grammar, because there are a lot of rules about the Danish grammar, how it is like, they do the inversion if they have something in the beginning in the sentence. So if you learn those things, the Danish test will feel not too difficult. Even PD3, for me, I was by the end comfortable and happy to do it. But yes, during the exam time, your heart will be like going crazy. But there are definitely, ways to handle that. And finding your friends through the Danish language, journey is really, really nice. So I hope that answers your question. It is difficult, but it is doable. The Danish language test. Yes. And there was one more question by Arvind about getting an opportunity in Denmark. So here is the thing, like I do get a lot of questions that I want to move to Denmark, help us find a job. So short answer is that I cannot help you get a job here, because yes, that's so like that's obvious to know. Yes, it just I'm trying to share the experience and also help you in very different ways to know about Denmark. So if you want to like find any job in Denmark, like now that Denmark is in your, mind that maybe we can move, you really need to understand how things work. So finding a job is difficult in Denmark when you are not already in Denmark. So I would say like get even started with a very basic in your field. Get started with knowing about the job opportunities on LinkedIn. Check if you are able to find, like, say, for example, you are an electrical engineer and you want to see the jobs in your field. So just go on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is heavily used on, like here in Denmark. So check that. And if you see there are, any job opportunities, start the conversation. You can connect with the hiring manager or whoever is in responsible for, and then see how it goes. If I have always said, because till now, if you're not in Denmark, it is difficult to find a job, especially if you're coming from like India, because they always go for people here, or they will go for people, I think, in European countries. because even a lot of spouses who have come to Denmark, that I know, like the story of people coming from India, they are still having difficulties to find jobs. So in Denmark, networking is a very important tool. So if you can do that networking, understand the the role and everything, and you're able to build that trust, even not being in Denmark in that sense, you can have. I know one of my friends, she moved before COVID by finding a job from India to Denmark. So that definitely, I don't think so. It's not like, no, you just can't come. But there are a lot of there are a lot of things that you need to consider: understanding your job, then creating that network, and also just let them know that yes, they need you and you are the perfect fit for the job. So getting an opportunity in Denmark, the best thing is to understand. I'm going to put, I've also shared before, few of the local job website where you can check the jobs. There are a lot of jobs in Danish, so again, that's why like learning the language really helps if you're already in Denmark. But for English jobs, just try to find those jobs and always contact with the hiring manager and the person who is responsible for, and build that connection and start, like, get started with the conversation. And hopefully you get the job and you get to come to Denmark. I also have few interviews with career coaches on my YouTube channel, so do check those as well. Few of them, I know that they also help people come to Denmark from from other countries, finding a job. So you can definitely get in touch with them, and maybe have a meeting or two online and understand more. So that was the two questions, and yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy to answer the question. And what else? Yeah, the recent news that I want to share. Yes, so I'm gonna just say the line and then I will have more details later in the future videos. So as I was speaking and answering Arvind's question about getting an opportunity in Denmark. So now what I'm doing in Denmark, as few of you know, like I do Bollywood dance, I teach Bollywood dance, I have my YouTube channel, I do comedy. I have I have decided, and I have actually, one sentence and I'm not gonna end it, okay? I have opened my own company here in Denmark. Dun, dun, dun. And if you want to know more details, why, what is your own company, Kriti? What, you are going to hire people, or you are, what role you have in your own company? Everything will follow in the future videos, but I think that is one of the start to be in Denmark for a long time. So I have started my own company, and I will share a lot of details in the future videos. So do keep keep following me, and keep giving the same love and support. And yes, I'm excited for what the future holds for me here in Denmark. And I'm, again, I always try to have information, about Denmark, informative videos on my channel, so that that can help you know about the country. Like, growing up, I didn't know much about Denmark. I didn't know much. I knew that Denmark has very large production of milk, and look what that did to me, becoming lactose intolerant. That was a joke, guys. Yes. So thank you for all the love and support, and a few people who came to my live. I was very happy to be able to do the live. As I said, I was very busy this week, and after this live, I'm gonna go. I have an hour or two, and then I'm gonna leave for the day. I have a meeting, and then I have the show tonight. So, guys, I think I'm gonna end the live. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook. Yes, and yeah, that was me once again. Thank you so much for 4,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. I am just very delighted. I cannot have my cheesecake, but I will have something else to celebrate. And tomorrow, do not forget that the Indian Food Festival is happening in Copenhagen, so do come for it. With that, I think the two people who are still there are my parents. So, Papa, Mummy, love you a lot and see you soon. Bye bye.